Hi, this is going to be my review for the 2020 Chevrolet Camaro LT. From the front, the headlights look really aggressive and angry, but the taillights in the back, they look really good when it's illuminated at night, as you can see. But during the day, the taillights actually look pretty ugly without the lights on. And one good thing about the LT and LS model for the 2020 is that the spoiler comes standard. The engine is a 2.0 liter turbocharged inline 4 that has direct injection, which makes 275 horsepower and 294 pound-feet of torque. I got 24 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon in the freeway, but the power is of course not as good as the V6 or the supercharged V8. But it's actually pretty fun to drive, as I drove this car for 8 hours. The 0 to 60 time is, I would say, it's shabby because time is 5.4 seconds. I thought it would be faster. There is turbo lag, but then after you go 10 miles per hour and then you just put your foot down, as long as you have a low speed first and then you put your foot down, then the response is immediate. The brakes are impressive. I was riding this car fast throughout the whole day with continuous heavy braking, and the stopping power has not got affected. It just makes me wonder how powerful carbon ceramic brakes are that has 4 to 6 pistons in each side. The handles on this car is actually phenomenal because it has Magno ride control, which corrects the suspension in 10 to 15 milliseconds. And just think about it, the blink of an eye is 100 milliseconds. So the system that calculates all the math required to make this instantaneous reaction to control your suspension will keep your car always balanced, and it will prevent you from getting a car crash, as the traction control is really advanced. I expected the exhaust to be loud, but it's not too loud because this is a 4-cylinder engine and it's also turbocharged, so that makes the exhaust less loud than it can be and from its full potential. And this compared to the EcoBoost sounds way better, as if you click on the video that I posted, which you'll see at the end of the video if you watch it all, then you can see a link to it, which you can see how well how loud the exhaust sounds from the turbocharged EcoBoost, because the exhaust, you could hear it with the top down and up really well, and it's just a really unique sound that sounds amazing. And this being turbocharged, you would expect at least 300 horsepower, but this only makes 275. I mean, I know they want you to this car to rival other 4-cylinder engines, but using only 2 displacement, at least 3 displacement of air and fuel would be good, because that would give you at least over 300 horsepower, because the Mustang EcoBoost makes 370 to 375, I believe. The interior in this car is pretty dope, because the AC here, I'll show you right now. With the AC, you can see how this is like a jet turbine, and to control your temperature, you just spin this ring around it. Here you can see on the screen, your temperature changes, and the other side, you control the speed of the fan, as you can see right here. The reverse camera on this car is better than the rivals, because I drove both the Mustang GT and EcoBoost along with Dodge Charger, RT, and Challenger. And the reverse camera is during the day when you're reversing, even at night when there's the lighting isn't that good. The reverse camera is very clear, as I'll show you a video now. The advantage of the convertible in this Camaro is that there is no latch where you have to lock it after you finished converting it back to being a regular coupe, because on Mustangs right here, let me show you, right here there's usually a latch where you have to like pull down and lock it, and over time that becomes annoying. The leather on the steering wheel is better than the rivals as well, because it doesn't feel cheap and it feels high quality and is really comfortable to hold. And as you can see on the steering wheel, there's the buttons here that give you control over everything, and it's easy to use. Here on the display you can see you can choose between the miles per hour, you can choose trip A miles, you can choose the fuel information of how much fuel you have left and how many miles per gallon you're getting, your oil life, tire pressure, air filter, and the average speed that you do. And all that comes in handy whenever you need to see how much oil, when you want to do your next oil change, to see how much oil you have left. The lighting in this car is actually bad, because all you literally get is this small ass light that you can see that's not even bright. You could barely see your interior when you're looking for something. The touchscreen infotainment on this car is standard on all models, because after 2017 I think all Camaros have a touchscreen display. And for the drive mode of the car, you change your drive mode by going here where it says mode, and then you just choose between, it has Tour, Sport, Snow and Ice. So people who live in places where it snows a lot is actually a really good car for you, because on Mustangs, or actually on Dodges, they don't have snow and ice mode, but I think on Mustangs they do. But yeah, this car is good for you if you're looking for a 4-cylinder and not looking for too much horsepower. And that'll be all for the review. And here's just a little acceleration. As you can see, even though it has 275 horsepower, the acceleration is pretty great, and it'll be fun to drive every day if you have this car, as I explained earlier. Here's another acceleration. Man, at night all these cars be driving slow as hell. I know they're tired and they just want to save fuel, but come on. They're literally driving 25 miles per hour, which is slow as shit.